Hello again, friends. Sean with Boondock with the Boyers coming back at you. This isn't a camping video, unfortunately, but we are fresh back from our trip to Grand Island and Niagara Falls, New York. We had a great time. Got a lot of good content. Hopefully, try to put something together in the editing process right now. So it's kind of a hodgepodge, but I'll try to put something together and make a decent video out of it. What we're doing now is we canceled our trip to Kelly's Island this weekend with the impending weather forecast. So what I'm doing is I'm headed out to the storage unit to drain some water out. Not going to fully de-winterize. Looked at the forecast, and tonight it's supposed to drop below 30 for about 6 or 7 hours. So I'm not going to fully winterize. I'm just going to go and turn on the low point and freshwater drains, and I'll pull out the plug on the water heater. This is actually kind of a good thing I'm doing this, because I did not get a new anode rod this year, and I just put a plug in it for a trip to New York, so I still have to get an anode rod. So it's kind of a good thing that this was a reminder for me to do that. So what we're gonna do is head out to the storage lot and drain whatever water I have in there from the low points and from the water heater, and not fully de-winterize, or fully winterize, I should say. Probably cost 15 bucks in antifreeze, but the issue here is time. I have to go into work today, and I didn't have time to run out, grab the air compressor, blow the lines out, and then pump in new antifreeze. It was just a time issue. And I'm not too concerned, since it's only going to be below freezing for, like I say, about that 6-7 hour time period. So that's what we're going to do. Just a little safety measure, make sure everything will be okay. Haven't had any problems the past 4 years, so hopefully this will work out fine. So I will check in with y'all once I get to the Avenger. So these are my cold and hot water low point drains. I'm just going to turn these on, and just a little bit of residual coming out, so I'm going to let those drip for not much at all. All right, I'm going to let that drip for a little bit. I'm actually going to leave them open while we have this cold weather and let those drip like that. I just have to remember to cut those back off when I refill water on my next camping trip. So those are the hot and cold low point drains. Now I'm going to head up to the freshwater tank low point drain. Now I'm at the freshwater tank low point drain. Just going to cut that on. Not much dripping out of there or anything at all. We were in New York. We had a full hookup site, so we ran city water. So very little water went into the freshwater drain. So that looks pretty good. I'm still going to leave that open. I just got to remember to close that off when we go to our next camping trip, which I believe is Maumee Bay. All right, now I got to head back to the hot water heater. All right, got the hot water heater open. That's where the anode rod goes. Right now, I just have a plug in there for now, because I forget to get a new anode rod for the season. So I still have to get that. So I'm just going to pull that plug out, see if any residual water is left in there. It should drip right out. And then I'll just leave that open and put an anode rod in before our next trip. So let me go get some tools and take that out. See if I can do this with one hand or not. I'll try. I don't have my tripod for the GoPro. All right. All right, take this plug. I'll see if I can manage this with one hand. Eventually, I should be able to take it out with my hand. Let's screw it out. And there's the residual water from the water tank coming out. You can see that. All right, I'm gonna just let that drip out of there. And that's all we're gonna do. And we're just gonna pray that everything works out all right. So that's all done. Drain the low point drains and drain the hot water heater. And that's what we're gonna do and hope everything works out all right. Instead of a full winterization. Never done a video on winterizing or de-winterizing. There are lots of videos out there by lots of YouTube channels, so no need for me to make one. They're all pretty good. I personally use the video done by John and Heather Schrag with Schmore Camping with Schrags. That's the video I've been using, and it's worked the 4 years we've owned our RV. But there's lots of good content out there from lots of subscribers to show how to do it properly. Like I said, could have been easy to spend 15 bucks and just go ahead and winterize it. But one, I didn't have time. And number two, there's only going to be about a 6, 7, maybe an 8-hour period where it's below freezing, and that's 30 degrees. If they would have said, you know, it's getting 24 degrees, well, I would have took the day off work and done a full winterization. Feel pretty confident. 2 degrees below freezing. We'll see how it works out. All right, so there's our video. Just a quick one, not camper related. Like I said, still working on our content from our trip to Grand Island and Niagara Falls, New York. So hopefully we'll get that edited and posted up soon. All right, friends, till later. We'll talk to you soon. Be safe. Bye.